Right, we're now on Tiff Television for some fast laps of Thruxton, a BMW M3 with
Jameel.
Jameel, how do you do?
I'm good, how are you?
And you come down from Manchester, especially for this wild ride. Have you been on a track before?
I have not, no.
You haven't?
No. Just as a spectator, so.
So you've never been on a track before, but whose idea was it to come with a lunatic like me?
My own.
Someone's put the handbrake on. Look, I don't use handbrakes.
Yeah.
I've got my sat nav on. I think we know where we're going, so we'll get rid of that. So what car have you got?
I've got an M3 myself, yeah.
You got an M3?
Yeah.
You got one of these buttons and stuff?
Mine's an E46, was just one before this.
Okay, so I've got a power button, sharpens up the throttle response, shock absorber's fully stiff, traction control off. And you got a proper manual then?
Yeah, it has to be a manual.
I agree,
Yeah.
but the trouble is once you play with these flappy pedals,
pretty good, yeah.
you get so
You
lazy.
save a lot of money on
and the
clutches,
twin
yeah.
clutch is just instant now. Because the old days, the first paddle change, the clutches were terrible.
Yeah.
But then you can't get to reverse quickly.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
there's cones all over the road. So we launch onto Thruxton, the fastest track in the UK. It's a lovely old-fashioned track made up of swooping swoops interrupted by a couple of tight technical sections. The first being this complex, which is a right and a left and a right. And once you start squeezing in 420 horsepower, it does get a little bit frisky as we try to get out of the complex without ending up on the grass. And then head for this high-speed section. This is what makes Thruxton so special in modern-day tracks, because you don't get these really fast corners anymore, where the racing line is so much more critical at high speed, so you've got to be absolutely inch perfect. And so these lovely flowing lines are where you want to be as you get rid of a Porsche and wander out to the edge. The racing line, wherever you are, is just to get around the track using as little lock as possible. Down to Church, the fastest corner, we've got to glaze the brakes and let the car gently run into the apex, pick up the throttle, then fire it onto those straight as quick as we can. In fifth gear. We got 7 gears, we don't use top gear. Top gear's a bit boring these days. We stay in fifth gear, which is 143 miles an hour as we approach this chicane, which gets in a little bit of a slide on the way in, brake again, flip it the other way, then fire it out of the chicane, onto the straight, trying to miss the curb because that knocks chunks off my tyres. And it's glorious 4-litre V8 that revs to 8,500 revs. And this is completely standard M3, straight out of the showroom, standard Pirelli P0s, but even the best tyres have their limits. But it's just a chassis that's got so much feel. I can flick in and catch it and hold them back out with the throttle one way and flip it the other way. Nearly run out of lock as we go past a Porsche completely sideways. And then we struggle out of the complex again. But the amazing or the sad thing is a Formula 1 car now will be full throttle. So these wonderful corners, they've outgrown these tracks, which is why they now have about 20 corners per lap. But these great high-speed corners to them would just be a check their neck muscles. Damon Hill, when he demonstrated that William Renault Grand Prix car, he came down here at 170, didn't brake, didn't even lift off, he went flat out through here at 170 miles an hour. Because he went on to average 147, so he averaged more than our top speed. Here we go, 142, 145 miles an hour. So we come down to this tight chicane, where we can give it a bit of a flick again and get a bit more sideways and off it there and then flip it the other way and then catch that one and then flip it the other way. It's such a joy. It's just, almost it's the best car to pick for displaying on a track. Because like all BMWs, it doesn't suddenly snap. You can feel the grip going and going. Well, Damon Hill could have done 3 laps at the time it takes me to do 2. That's how quick a Grand Prix car is. But you can't have wars and other tyres after 2 laps of driving like Lewis Hamilton. The road tyres shouldn't get too hot and the grip gets less. So my traction goes down. But Damon would have come out of here and been full throttle from here all the way back to the grandstand. He'd have just come up to this long left, turn his little steering wheel, put about 3G on his neck muscles one way. Whoa! A bit of treads now coming off, my tyres are running out, they're almost at the end of their life. And then he would have put about 4G in his neck muscles away through this corner.
Big loose one, isn't it?
What?
That's good on the bend, isn't it?
It's lovely, it's brilliant. But down here, you know, 170. You know, when you're racing, this is such a critical corner to maximise your speed onto the straight. We'll do an extra lap, just come all the way from back. We'll do one more.
Chandler, you're not going to do it. We're not going to do it.
144 miles an hour. Treadlebury throw off the tar. Oh, we've got it a bit deep and holding it. Wow. With black marks everywhere. The other way. But always the auto gearbox, it blips the throttle of the down, takes away one of the driving elements. So, you know, soon there won't be any. There's a cone in the road. There won't be any manual gearboxes. There won't be any proper handbrakes. They'll have these horrible little flicky things. You won't be able to turn the traction off, so you'll just be stuck with four-wheel drive like the Lamborghini. That's no fun at all. Wipe their face with some smoke. Well, no, not concentrating. See, as soon as you get a line slightly wrong, it makes it for the next corner. You know? But these bends are absolutely beautiful. You know, it's such a shame that Grand Prix cars have so much grip. 20 corners per lap is a joke. All you need is 6 or 7 good ones. But getting this line right is one of the really hardest things in racing. They do about 20 rides, so 60 laps. 2.5 60s, what's that? About 200 miles. That's a Grand Prix distance.
Yeah. How about the brakes?
And they go about 3 months, let me change pads. Oh, it's the fabulous. When you think it's a standard road car, you know, brakes are late, flat the pedal. Oh, but this time it was going to the bits. Tyres are smoking. Look at the black marks left on the track. Disgraceful driving. Well, congratulations, Jameel. You made it and you've survived.
Thank you very much for that.
We're back to doing no miles now. What? So you got your M3 down here, have you?
Yeah.
So what vintage is that? Then what era was that?
It's the one before this.
When did this one come out? 5 years ago now?
5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's the one with the straight 6 in it.
There's another new one any minute now, isn't there?
Yeah, straight 6 turbo, apparently.
Turbo. Everything's turbo now, isn't it?
turbo now,
Everything's
isn't it? Yeah.
turbo.
I think it'll be good though.
No, I bet it won't be a manual as well. I bet it'll be paddles only.
Yeah, flappy paddles.
But look, there's my first ever racing car.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, won it in the magazine. I bought it back again like an
it's
idiot.
your car?
Yeah, it's the same
right,
one.
okay.
And now I'm going to race it Easter Monday. It looks tiny, it'll look a toy. Brilliant. I wonder if she found the grandstand.
She probably is down there, yeah, somewhere.
Best wishes all. Cheers.
Thanks
Look,
for that,
limited edition, by the way.
Yeah.
Limited edition.
Oh yeah, one of them. It's like a competition pack, isn't it, I think?
I don't know what they've done on it. I better find out.
As long as you're driving
Phil, I don't know what I don't know.
As long as you're driving, that's what matters.